Hello friends, welcome to yet another brand new video of My Cricket Dreams. So in this video, I plan to say about top 3 news of world cricket. The first news is to update you guys about the latest ICC test rankings, whereas the second news is to talk about who is going to replace Umesh Yadav for the third test, and third and the final news we are going to discuss about Neil Wagner and also will he be able to play the second test against Pakistan. So talking about or beginning with the first news, let us see the ICC test rankings. ICC test rankings. Kane Williamson overtakes Steve Smith and Virat Kohli to take top position. New Zealand captain Kane Williamson has raced ahead of Australia's Steve Smith and India's regular captain Virat Kohli to seize the top spot for the batsman in the ICC men's test player rankings after his player of the match effort in the first test against Pakistan in Tauranga. Williamson has briefly occupied the top spot towards the end of 2015, but either Smith or Kohli have been number one since then. This year too, Smith was at top for 313 days and Kohli for 51 days before Williamson surged ahead of his two contemporaries from the ICC Under-19 Men's Cricket World Cup in 2008. In Thursday's year-ending update, which also included performances from the second test between Australia and India in Melbourne and the first test between South Africa and Sri Lanka in the Centurion, Williamson has gained 13 rating points for his effort of 129 and 21 to go 11 points clear of Kohli and 13 ahead of Steve Smith. Kohli is on paternity leave at the current moment for the last 3 tests of India's ongoing series against the Kangaroos, while Smith's MCG outing could only get him scores of 0 and 8. Ajinkya Rahane, leading in Kohli's absence as the standing captain, has gained big after guiding India to a series-levelling 8-wicket thumping victory in Melbourne over the Kangaroos, with the scores of 112 and 27 not out respectively. Rahane has advanced 5 places to reach the 6th position, just one below his career best of 5th attained in October 2019. Whereas off-spinner Ravichandran Ashwin up 2 places to 7th and fast bowler Jasprit Bumrah up 1 place to 9th have made notable gains within the top 10 as well. Looking at the all-rounding position, Ravindran Jadeja is another big gainer for the Indian team, moving up 11 spots to a career best equalizing 36th place among batsmen after a handy knock of 57 in his only innings in Melbourne and gaining 4 places to reach 14th place among bowlers after finishing with 3 wickets in the match. He remains third among all all-rounders but has reduced the gap with Jason Holder to 7 points. Debutants such as Shubman Gill and Mohammad Siraj have also made notable entries in 76th and 77th position in the list for batsmen and bowlers respectively. Gill scored 45 and 35 not out opening the innings, whilst Siraj finished with 5 wickets in the match. Australia left-arm fast bowler Mitchell Starc's 4 wickets in the match have helped him reach a career-best position of 5th. Matthew Wade's scores of 30 and 40 as an opener for the Kangaroos helped him reach the 50th among batsmen from 55. Cameron Green has gained 66 slots to reach 115th position. New Zealand's experienced campaigner Ross Taylor up 3 places to 14th is another New Zealand batsman to move up, whereas 26-year-old fast bowler and bright future of New Zealand Kyle Jamieson has reached the top 30 after just 5 tests, following his hauls of 3 for 35 and 2 for 35 in Tauranga. For Pakistan, if you are seeing Fawad Alam's variant second innings century has lifted him 80 places to 102nd position, whereas wicketkeeper batsman for Pakistan Mohammad Rizwan scores of 71 and 60 have helped him advance 27 places to a career best 47th position. Left-arm fast bowler Shaheen Afridi has moved from 35th to 33rd position after grabbing 4 wickets in the first innings. In Centurion, a knock of 199 by South Africa's captain Faf du Plessis saw him not only win the Man of the Match award but also gain 14 places to reach 21st position, one behind his teammate Dean Elgar, who too gained 4 spots after a knock of 95. Lungi Nagiri has gained 4 places and is 56th among bowlers. For Sri Lanka, Dinesh Chandimal's knocks of 85 and 25 have lifted him 3 places to 38, whereas Sri Lankan all-rounder Dhananjay De Silva up 9 places to 34th, and wicketkeeper batsman for Sri Lanka Kusal Perera up 4 places to 16th. Have also made notable gains among batsmen. Left-arm fast bowler Vishwa Fernando has gained 2 slots to reach 45th position after a 3-wicket haul against the Proteas. So this is the first news that I plan to say. The second news we are going to talk about who is likely to replace Umesh Yadav. At the current reports that we are getting, it is almost 90% likely that Shardul Thakur is likely to replace injured Umesh Yadav in Sydney Test, and also going across Thangarasu Natarajan. The Indian team management is likely to prefer Shardul Thakur over left-arm pace bowling sensation Thangarasu Natarajan in the third test against Australia in the place of injured Umesh Yadav because of a calf injury. According to different sources, senior pacer Yadav is heading home for the rehabilitation after being ruled out of the fourth and the final test in Brisbane. The third test begins in Sydney from January 7. While people are excited about the brilliant progress shown by T. Natarajan, we mustn't forget that he has only played one first-class match for Tamil Nadu, and Shardul Thakur has been a seasoned domestic red ball pacer for Mumbai, a BCCI source private to developments in Australia told. Shardul was really unfortunate that his test debut against West Indies ended in an abrupt due to injury even before he could bowl an over. He has been shaping up well so far and might replace Umesh in the playing 11. The final call will be taken by the head coach Ravi Shastri and the stand-in skipper Ajinkya Rahane and the bowling coach of the current Team India Bharat Arun after reaching Sydney. Shardul has so far played 62 first-class games and has 206 wickets to show for his efforts. Another aspect that India would like to address ahead of the third test is a long tail that has affected the team. Shardul has 6 first-class half-centuries, and during his stint with the national team in the white ball games, he has proved to be a decent batsman as well. Obviously, the next few training sessions will be important, and that's why the final call is likely to be taken in Sydney. As far as Yadav is concerned, he is expected to head off to the National Cricket Academy in Bengaluru for extensive rehab program. The 33-year-old had hoped off the field after suffering the injury during the third day of the Boxing Day test. The third and the final news I plan to say in front of you guys is to talk about Wagner's injury. Neil Wagner's injury that he sustained during the first test between New Zealand versus Pakistan. In the latest reports, it is shown that injured Neil Wagner is out for the test series against Pakistan. Gary Stead, the New Zealand head coach, confirmed that pacer Neil Wagner has been ruled out of the second test in Christchurch against Pakistan due to a toe injury. The left-arm pacer bowled 49 overs in the first test at Montgolfier with a broken toe and picked 4 wickets, striking at critical moments in the game to help the hosts to a 101-run victory and help them move to the top of the ICC Test ranking for the first time in their cricketing history. Neil was absolutely outstanding and an inspiration. Stead was quoted as saying, I don't think there are too many individuals who could do what he did in that test match. Neil hasn't travelled with us. The injections he was getting to lessen the pain were wearing off quickly, and we can't let him go through that again. Wagner had earned similar praise from skipper Kane Williamson for his very special effort for the team as well. Stead said that New Zealand would soon name a replacement for the left-arm pacer who is likely to be out for 6 weeks, and added that it would be a like-for-like replacement without suggesting whether they would be looking for a left-arm pacer or a hit-the-deck bowler. New Zealand have moved to the top 2 in ICC Test Championship with their win at Bay Oval and is happy with the team's performance after securing a convincing win. That was tough, really hard Test cricket, and it was good to come out on the right side of it against a tough Pakistan team. He said, I thought Mohammad Rizwan and Fawad Alam's partnership was outstanding, and it was almost enough to take the visitors home, and they nearly took the game away from us. That's what makes Test cricket what it is. The second Test is set to begin at the Hagley Oval from January 3. And another news and another headline is about Zamba suspended for audible obscenity. That means that Zamba is no longer playing the BBL. He is suspended for one match. Adam Zamba has been suspended for one match in the ongoing Big Bash League after accepting a charge for an audible obscenity, announced Cricket Australia in a statement on Thursday, December 31. The incident is said to have occurred during Melbourne Stars match against Sydney Thunder on Tuesday, December 29. In addition to the suspension, Zamba has also penalised one suspension point and a fine of $2,500 in accordance to a level 1 offence under Cricket Australian Code of Conduct. This rules Zamba out of Stars' next outing against Hobart Origins on January 2. So guys, thank you for watching my channel. Kindly like, share and subscribe channel, and also kindly share this video so that they can also see this cricket news. So thank you.